ordinances are there. See, I didn't see. It's an attachment. So it was the one from.
This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2024, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source, the Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This evening, the prayer will be led by Committeewoman Terrell, and the flag salute will be led by Committeeman Bowser. Would everyone please stand?
As we gather as members of this Township Committee, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better community. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bowser?
Here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Here.
Mayor Figueredo?
Here. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the conference and regular session of August 27, 2024, and the special meeting of August 26, 2024?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, we move on with the ordinances and resolutions, please.
I have for consideration on second and final reading an ordinance amending ordinance number 5758 for the utility and temporary construction site work area and mitigation work area easements to the State of New Jersey by the Commissioner of Transportation to include parcel 2R43A and increase the cost to $45,000.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey for a utility and a temporary construction area easements to the State of New Jersey by the Commissioner of Transportation. This ordinance amends Ordinance 5758 to include parcel 2R43A and increase the cost to $45,000.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 266-66 of the Municipal Code, parking by permit in residential areas. This ordinance affects Wendy Court.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-66B, Schedule 15, entitled Parking by Permit Only in Residential Areas by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Wendy Court.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Providing for the 2024 road program, Elizabethtown Gas Roads.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
Capital ordinance providing for improvements and repairs to various roads throughout the township by the Township of Union and the County of Union, State of New Jersey, appropriating $784,894.95 to pay for the cost thereof, which amount will be funded by a grant from the Elizabethtown Gas Company received or expected to be received by the township from the New Jersey Department of Transportation.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Creating a new chapter in the municipal code entitled Filming.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
Creating a new chapter in the municipal code entitled Filming.
Anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance? Yes, please come on up. Identify your name and address, please.
Ruth Slovic, 1700 Patriot Way. What is this? What is filming? What's necessary to do with the municipal code? What is it?
It's tidying up, creating an ordinance so that we're in uniformity with the State of New Jersey's Film Commission. If an entity wants to come into the town, so there's stipulations such as cost for parking, things like that, when they come in with a trailer or other entities.
You mean like for media and things like that? Is that what you're talking
Filming
about?
companies, companies that are filming movies, that's what that's for.
And that's a necessity in most towns? I mean, I don't understand like why we're doing this.
It brings in a revenue to the town, it brings recognition to towns. There are many towns that want this. New Jersey Film Commission is really at the forefront of this. We're just falling in line with them.
Okay, so it's not something that's like in the works now, it's just something for the future if it should come up, you're saying?
No, it's just something, yes, in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Anyone else wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
After your consideration on draft and first reading, an ordinance authorizing a lease with 10 Cherry Street Associates LLC for offices located at 855 Lehigh Avenue.
Move the draft be taken up by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance authorizing the Township of Union as tenant to lease from 10 Cherry Street Associates LLC 506,082 square feet of commercial office space located at 855 Lehigh Avenue, Union, New Jersey, for Board of Education administrative offices for an initial term of 5 years with 2 5-year renewal options. Mr.
Move.
Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up for second and final reading at the next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
The following resolutions authorizing the purchase of playground and resurfacing equipment for Alpine Park from Ben Schaefer Recreation, Inc. through the Educational Services Commission of New Jersey for an amount not to exceed $282,041.59.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an emergency contract with Montana Construction, Inc. for the immediate repair of a sewer main line at 2321 Route 22 West in the amount of $44,725.08.
Move to approve contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Robert Barity Esquire to act as hearing officer in the matter of Signature Sports Bar LLC for a total amount not to exceed $7,500.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an agreement with Affordable Interior Systems, care of Commercial Furniture Interiors, for the reconfiguring of the accounts office through State Contract 19 Food 08876 for an amount not to exceed $5,933.76.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a shared service agreement with Kane University to convert the property located at 1085 Morris Avenue into a university-based health services and research center.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an agreement with Nelson Nygaard Consulting Associates, Inc. for the creation of a Vision Zero action plan for a total amount not to exceed $185,000.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an amended lease agreement extending the time period for the office space at 1060 Stuyvesant Avenue for use by the public library.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an amended lease agreement extending the time period for the office space at 1000 Stuyvesant Avenue for use by the Special Improvement District.
Motion to approve the lease extension.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Designating Block 4101, Lot 1.01, 2270 Morris Avenue as an area in need of redevelopment.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the insertion of a special item of revenue into the 2024 municipal budget in the amount of $3,713 under the caption Greening Union County Grant Program.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Following communications from Anthony Manguso, construction official, requesting a refund for Mac Industries LLC, 990 West Chestnut Street, in the amount of $250 for an unused permit.
Motion to approve the refund.
Second.
All in favor?
From Michelle Baratucci, Union Elks, requesting 8 barricades and 8 garbage cans with liners on October 13th, 2024, with a rain date of October 20th, 2024, for their annual car show.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Robert Brown Jr., 1100 Pine Avenue, requesting to close off Pine Avenue at Vauxhall Road, Stowe Street, and Emerson Avenue on Saturday, September 21st, 2024, from 12 to 4 p.m. for a church community barbecue for approximately 750 attendees, and also requesting to have food vendors and music.
Move to approve request.
Second.
All in favor?
Department reports from the clerk's office and community development.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Move on to our committee reports. We'll start with Committeewoman Terrell.
Thank you. For Department of Public Works, so this report is for September 10th. In the road division continues to work on repairing potholes, patching sections of roads throughout the township. Since our last meeting, the road division has performed 82 pothole repairs and 258 streets were swept. The sewer division continues to maintain catch basins, pump stations, and outfalls daily, performing repairs when necessary. Since our last meeting, the sewer division has performed 220 catch basin cleanings, 40 enzyme applications to minimize fats, oils, and grease, and 1 emergency call. The shade tree division continues to maintain trees in parks, township properties, and in township right-of-ways. Since our last meeting, the tree crews performed 27 removals, 24 trees were trimmed, and 1 stump was removed. All concerns or inquiries regarding all Division of Public Works can be addressed by calling Public Works at 908-686-1922 or by using the Report a Concern feature on the Township website. That concludes my report.
Thank you so much. Committeeman Bowser.
Police report. Thank you, Mayor. For the time period August the 23rd to September the 5th, there were 1,299 direct patrols. There was 2,588 calls for service. There were 67 arrests. Under speed initiative, there were, for the same time frame, it was 85 stops, 81 tickets, 22 were residents. Under red light enforcement, there were 25 stops, 29 tickets, 1 resident. truck enforcement for the same time frame, 5 stops, 4 tickets, and 1 was a delivery. I have highlights for this time frame. On August the 30th, officers were able to check a vehicle stolen out of Union on the previous day. Officers located the vehicle occupied by 3 male suspects. Officers attempted to conduct a motor vehicle stop, and the suspect fled the vehicle, indicating motor vehicle pursuit through Elizabeth into Linden, where the vehicle became disabled. All 3 suspects fled into the Linden airport. With the assistance of the municipal jurisdictions, officers were able to locate and arrest all 3 males. They were transported to headquarters and charged accordingly. On September the 5th, officers conducted a motor vehicle stop of a vehicle for careless driving. Officers identified the driver and determined the driver was wanted out of state of North Carolina for a homicide that occurred on the morning of September the 4th. The suspect was taken into custody without incident and transported to the Union County Jail to await extradition back to North Carolina. And that concludes my report.
Thank you so much. We'll go over to Committeewoman Guerra Frazier.
From the Senior Center, the Health and Wellness Maintenance Check will be held on Tuesday, September 23rd, from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The New Jersey SNAP registration will be on site to help you complete the application for the SNAP benefits, which helps you to buy groceries and to maintain good health. Programs, Memoir Workshop. This workshop will provide a window into important times in your life. Simple exercises and prompts will lead you to write short vignettes. September 17th, the 24th, October 8th, and the 24th from 10:30 to 12:30. Zumba Gold is always a good time. The class is designed to introduce easy-to-follow Zumba choreography that focuses on balance, range of motion, and coordination. That is September 17th through December 3rd from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m., and that is free of charge. Art and Creative Craft Workshop, working with a wide range of materials to enable members to experiment with the process of art. Thursday, September 26th, October 3rd, October 10th, and the 17th. October 3rd, my birthday. 11 to 12 p.m. Upcoming trips, Wind Creek Casino, Bethlehem, PA, September 19th. The tickets are $35, departing from Jeanette Avenue. Kane University Liberty Hall, October 29th. Tea and tour, that's always a good time. $45 for the tickets. The tea includes a sumptuous selection of scones, assorted pastries, traditional finger sandwiches, and the freshest of fruits. As you enjoy your afternoon tea experience, relax back beside our beautiful garden and take in our breathtaking views. A tour of Liberty Hall Museum follows after the tea. And with the Recreation Department, the Union Recreation Travel Basketball interest list will be available for registration on Wednesday, September 10th. The travel basketball program is for boys and girls 4th through 8th grade. Practices begin in November with games played through December through March. Home games are played at Burnett or Kiwami Middle School, while away games take place in surrounding towns. Travel basketball is a great way for aspiring players to play at a higher level of competition before getting to the middle and high school teams. Those looking for an introductory program will be able to sign up for our clinics instead, which will open for registration later in the fall. The Union Recreation Department is also gearing up for Halloween. Yay! Long-standing annual traditions of Halloween, window painting, and the Scarecrow Contest will return in October. We are also planning 2 great Halloween-themed events on Saturday, October 19th. So mark your calendars and bring out your family for a good time. Keep an eye out for flyers for those upcoming Halloween activities. If you have any questions, please call the Recreation Department at 908-686-4200. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you so much, and I think Committeewoman Guerra Frazier wants everyone to write down on their calendars, October 3rd is her birthday, so just an
Very
aside.
important date.
Deputy Mayor, I'll bring it over to you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Our Union Fire Department responded to 254 emergency calls for service with 128 medical calls so far to date in September. Some of the significant events during this period: on August 27th, the fire department apparatus responded to a commercial building fire on Roadway Avenue. On August 30th, in the early morning hours, apparatus responded to Route 22 East for a dump truck that had damaged 2 utility poles. I remind everybody that our fire and police departments are responsible for anything on the Parkway or Route 78 that goes through Union. There's an awful lot of calls there. On August 30th, apparatus responded to Morris Avenue for a car that drove through the front of the business. Fire department members assured the structure for stabilization. On August 31st, in the early morning, apparatus responded to Garden State Parkway again, north, for a 3-car motor vehicle accident with 5 occupants needing to be extricated from the vehicle. On August 31st, apparatus responded to the point on Route 22 for a structure fire. On September 6th, apparatus responded to Remos Avenue for a house fire. And on September 7th, apparatus responded to Lafayette Avenue for a house fire. This is hurricane season, and this is just a couple of points. Fortunately, we haven't had a major outage here in the town since Sandy. But in that time, we did get a 7 to 10 day outage. So it's very important. You never can tell with the weather, the way it's changing now, that we need to be prepared. And here are just some suggestions. Have a home emergency preparedness plan along with adequate supplies and a survival kit to facilitate a safe and effective evacuation when the alternative. They needed to shelter in place during the course of a major power failure or other significant emergencies. Monitor weather conditions, follow authority instructions, keep radio and batteries on hand should power be lost. Remain inside and away from windows and doors, close interior doors, blinds, and curtains. If you are in the area that is likely to flood, designate a flood location on higher ground that you can move to before the flood water reaches you. Please join us at the fire department on September 11th for our annual remembrance. We mark the 23rd anniversary of all the lives lost on September 11th. It's a nice little ceremony tomorrow at our fire department at 8:30. Please come around if you want to be there. It's something we honestly, we never forget in this town all the lives that were lost here in this town and all the firemen that lost their lives at the World Trade Center. That's my report.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I'm going to go on my soapbox. I'm going to start with that. Slow down, slow down, slow down. There's a Linda Ronstadt song, if you're within the sound of my voice. I know you can hear me, whether it's in your computer, whether it's on TV. Slow down. Look at that speedometer. You can prevent accidents. You can save lives. One of the things we approved tonight is our Vision Zero. But that doesn't stop that person, which is you, behind the wheel, with your foot on that gas pedal. You control it. You can save lives. Red is not the new yellow, as I told a News 12 reporter this past week. Yellow, start stopping. Red, complete stop. And watch your speed. All right, off soapbox. Our deputy mayor talked about tomorrow's ceremony. It really is a very solemn ceremony, and for those of you that are available, it is at 8:30 tomorrow morning. It's remembering those people that we lost on 9/11. That'll start at 8:30 right in front of fire headquarters. Rain or shine, which there is no rain in tomorrow's forecast. So, and we're less than 2 weeks away from our annual Hispanic and Latino Heritage Festival. Join us on Saturday, September 21st from 2 to 10 at Beer Temple Park. It is going to be a phenomenal event. It was last year, was the year before. Culture, great music, great food. I know our committee woman, Gara Frazier, will be there dancing. I know you will. There's a lot of dancing and community celebration. Attendance is free, costs you nothing to come by. So for more information, visit uniontownship.com and follow us on social media for more information. Our car show, mark your calendars for our annual car, bike, and truck show on October 6th. That's after your birthday, so we would have already celebrated it. Come on down to see all of the incredible types of vehicles, win some prizes, enjoy some great live music, eat some good food, and a lot more. To register, please visit uniontownship.com and stay updated on our social media. And ask you that you sign up for emergency and general notifications online for our Everbridge notifications. You can do that at www.uniontownship.com. These updates are also posted on Facebook at TWP Union NJ. With that, I will open the meeting up to the public. Again, a reminder, it is a 5-minute limit. Please state your name and address. The microphone is open.
Ruth Slovic, 1700 Patriot Way. I just want some clarifications. I don't understand the wording on some of these things, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
The first one is, okay, under Resolutions number 6, it says authorizing the purchase of playground and resurfacing equipment. So the township is going to purchase playground and resurfacing equipment for Alpine Park, which is a township-wide
Yes,
park,
correct.
from Ben Schaefer. And then what is it, Educational Service Commissions? I don't understand the relationship between the two.
That's who we purchase through. We have to go through certain channels. We can't go to Home Depot and purchase their equipment from them. We have to go through certain channels.
Oh, I see. I thought that was the, like the school or something.
No, no.
Okay, I want to understand that.
Sure.
Okay, and then I want to understand also where it says, number 10 under resolutions, authorizing a shared agreement with Kean University to convert the property into a university-based health services and research center. So you're sharing, what are you sharing? I mean, you're going to convert, authorizing, are you going to pay something to the university? I'm confused about the relationship, what the shared services are.
This is a purchase that Kean University has made to purchase that property. We're getting into a shared service agreement to receive some income from that property because now it becomes a non-taxable property.
Oh, so you're sharing the profits from,
There will be no more tax paid on that because it's now property of Kean University, which is a state entity.
right?
We have now reached an agreement with them. There will be a payment in lieu of taxes, and that's the agreement.
Okay, in lieu of taxes, thank you. I know you, also number 11, you touched upon in your report about the Vision Zero Action Plan. Can you explain more about that? What is
That would
it?
be the police department. They would be enacting that. They'll have all that information. We're just
But what is
buying
it?
into it. I'd have to have our police director, it's a program we're bringing in to have them enact that. So they are the experts on that.
Okay, that's by the
Something
police.
to reduce
It's,
the accidents we have in our.
this began in
Oh,
Europe.
I see, I
This
see.
began in Europe and now has been brought into various cities in the United States. It's implemented on a site basis, so each location uses it how they seem fit.
I see, okay. And then, number 14, how does one designate something as an area in need of redevelopment? How does that get established?
I'll go to our attorney for that.
Thank you, Mayor. So there's a process under the redevelopment law that requires a referral to the planning board, and they study the parcel or parcels, if it's more than one property, and there's certain criteria under the local housing and redevelopment law that has to be met. Once that's decided by the planning board, it usually takes one meeting, and the planner would testify as to those conditions. If the planning board is in agreement that it should be designated as an area in area in need of redevelopment, it comes back to the Township Committee, who then, by law, has to adopt a resolution accepting that designation.
Okay, so this is for Axo Nobel, that's a company?
That's the property owner. It's the property located on Morris Avenue, across from CVS, that used to be the paint company.
Oh, yeah, so I guess my question is, nobody here can say their own house is in need of redevelopment? It has to be something that is like an established business? Like, how do you categorize it?
So generally, we're not designating single-family
That's what I figured. I wanted
properties
to, yeah.
as areas in need of redevelopment. Theoretically, you can designate several parcels, but that's not what we do here. But in this particular instance, if you're familiar with that property, it's been fallow for many years. There's some environmental issues, and this is just a tool in the municipality's toolbox to help start or instigate redevelopment of that property in a way that works for the township.
Okay, thank you for the clarifications.
Absolutely. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Judd Goldenberg, 603 Duquesne Terrace. First of all, I just want to say that I grew up in Union, and as a teenager, my family moved out in 2002, and I came back in 2021 as a homeowner, and all the changes I've seen in this town is really incredible, and all the improvements, so just want to say thank you for all that. You mentioned Everbridge notifications. I try using that. I don't get anything out of it. Like, I have the app. I think I'm pretty tech savvy myself. And Mr. Florio, you mentioned extreme weather events. I mean, you can't control the weather, but I don't know if there's a bigger threat to this town than like downed trees and flooding and all that stuff. So obviously you can't do anything about it, but if we could just be told something's happening, or hey, there's a downed tree on your street, I don't know if maybe there's text alerts or something.
I do receive them. It depends how you signed up
Okay.
and what you checked off. Maybe go back and revisit. If not, you can stop at our clerk's office. They can help you out.
Okay.
And they'll check as to what you checked off, how you want to be notified. I know whenever there's a lot of rain coming, I get like 2 to 3 notifications. I get an email, I get a text.
Oh,
I
great.
get it again 3 hours later. So I do receive it. So it could have been the way you checked off. And I
Okay.
know you're tech savvy.
No, it's
But
okay.
Things can,
It's
it
okay.
depends how
Yeah,
you asked
yeah.
for it.
I'll take another
You
look.
could stop in at the clerk's office and they can help you out.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up. Anyone else wishing to speak? Seeing none, a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.